Whenever I see this guy that's in front of me right now, I'm happy because I know there's something to talk about. Something's coming in the building with me. It's Stormzy.
Yo.
So it's Stormzy.
Yes, my brother. What's happening?
What's up? Do you know you're actually my most interviewed artist?
Oh, is it?
In a weird way.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah,
that's
since
it.
me being on the station, me
That's
being on
it.
the show.
That's
Crazy,
it. That's
isn't
it. Yeah, that's hard.
How are you doing, man? What's happening?
I'm all good, my bro. I'm very excited. And not in like, not in the typical. I think excited is just that word that yeah, like I'm excited to. But genuinely, I described it earlier. I was like, how it feels like. You know when you're watching like a big Prem match and the gaffer gives like the 17-year-old kid his first debut,
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
and he's getting, it's like the 72nd minute and he's getting him prepped and it's like, and he goes out on the field and he's just running around like, that's what I feel like. I feel like, yeah, like I'm ready, I'm back, man. So yeah, very, very joyous.
I've been seeing
moment,
that
man.
recently with a few of the United boys anyway, so I know exactly what you're talking
you
about.
feel me differently there, get me? There we go.
The last time we spoke was the book.
Yes.
The book launch time.
Yes,
How's
yes,
the
yes.
reaction been to all of that?
The book's been incredible, like and it's crazy actually because it at the time it felt a bit strange releasing a book. Like it was like okay, like I'm releasing something, but wow, like it's not music. I'm so used to releasing a single or a body of work that it was like okay, I'm releasing this book and I'm not well versed in like how that process goes and do you know what I mean? So it's been very, very. It's been very beautiful to see like a lot of people say to me, I read your book.
Yeah.
I say, wow, that's mad. Yeah, of course, yeah, I've got a book out. Like that's incredible. It's beautiful, man. Like so, it was a new experience for me, but I'm happy. It seems like, well, I know it has. It's done the job in which I wanted it to do. Like I did. Like I'm not gonna say I wanted to inspire people on like a kind of kumbaya, like world peace one, but like I said, I want that book to serve as like whatever kind of like motivation or whatever kind of justification someone needed to go and do what they need to do. Do you know what I mean? Like as in not on like inspiring you, but just like here's a reason as to why you can definitely flip and take
and that's
the world
what
by
was
storm.
so lovely about it is that everyone thinks as soon as you're here and you're on the main stage that something was manufactured or blah, blah, blah. But you were so open and honest about the process, about the journey, you know what I mean?
100%. And do you know, more importantly, I'm going to say this, more importantly, my team. Like I got a very, very like incredible, powerful team around me, do you know what I mean? So I was more happy, I was happy that for once it was like, yo, like, okay, like, everyone, the Stormzy stuff's all great, but yo, like,
You see what's behind
you need to
everyone
check out
behind
these people, like your Tobys, your Akuas, your Rachels, like my whole team, and hear like how Dave, like I'm one man, and there's no way you build anything like worthwhile as one man. You can't do that. You need people.
That was another wicked thing, seeing how everyone's journey intertwined with everything, and 100%. It's like you can create something as a group.
100%,
you know what I mean?
100%.
And it's different. It's not everyone that is the rapper, do you know what I mean? But there's a team behind it and stuff like
and I wanted to let people know, because even what you said, it's easy to look at someone and think, he's just no, and it's like, yo, no, but I'm gonna show you, like, bruv, there's like, hopefully now it makes a bit more sense. There was Toby, there was this person, there was that person. Okay, now it's making a lot more sense to you as to why I was able to, do you know what I mean, to get this far. So thank God and thank the team for it.
I feel like I could talk to you about the book for time. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? It's so the books really serve this purpose, man. I'm proud of it. Yeah, man.
I see Chelsea's got some of her hard copies come through.
Exactly.
As well. Do you know what I mean?
Taking up space.
Still going.
That's coming out very soon. That's June 1st, I believe. Though if June 1st, we can edit that if I'm lying, though, innit? But June 1st, I believe. Yeah. That so taking up space. Yeah.
Wicked, man. I was saying it's like gone 2 years since GSAP now, right?
Yeah.
The album, your debut album, done its thing. Madness shook the ground, everything. And I feel like in this time, although there hasn't been music like that, there's been so many highlights, like the L cover, the Brits performance. What have been some of your personal favourites in this time period?
Probably those two, you know.
Yeah.
You said, the Brits performance was like, the Brits performance seemed like the end of the chapter. Like I started the campaign. I started the campaign at the Brits before when Ed brought me out for Shape
Yeah.
of You, and that was Ed's big comeback. He brought me out for Shape of You. It was a sick night, incredible night. And then my album came out the week after, and then to come back to the Brits and to have that incredible night, and then to finish the show like literally like the last person. I won the last award and had the last performance. It seemed like the closing of a chapter. Do you know what I mean? So that was beautiful for so many reasons. And the L cover. I think the L cover for me, that was just like I was so gassed. Like I was like, yo, like forget me, like look. Raw, like as in I'm excited, like to like as in I remember at the shoot, a lot of them were thanking me after, like, thank you for bringing. And I say, brother, you dumb, like of course I bought you. You're Wilfred Zaha, bro. You're Jordan Dunn, like of course you're here. Like I'm gassed to be with you, lot, man. And to stand next to it and say, yo, like this is us, like this is gangster, this is hard, like this is iconic. Like I was so excited to be a part of it. Like, you know, like I was just like, yo, I'm just here for the ride. Like this is sick. Like I'm with you, lot, man. So yeah,
again, something that's more bigger than you, but it's so
100%.
I keep saying it's so nice to see, but just like the cultural importance and the representation.
Yeah.
Although you're not trying to do it on this kumbaya thing and on this inspirational thing, there's so many people that are looking and seeing something for the first time that's going to change the course of their life.
100%. And it's important. I always think it's important just so that, like, I think we represent, you know, when people say representation, like, I think that's like somewhere down the line, like, do you know what? In this day and age, a lot of the words and terminology we use can start to, like, they start to feel like things because you've heard them so many times. That representation, that's a word that we've heard so many times on social media and all of that. But that can't lose its importance. That's a very important thing. Like as in, and sometimes I have to remind myself that everything I'm doing, there's a little you out in the world somewhere who see that and say, yo, like, rah, he looks like, man, he's dark skinned. Like, I get that bare time. I get bare little dark skinned brothers like saying, and I used to find it funny, but now I see, rah, that's quite serious. Like,
it never used to be cool, you know?
100% say, people used to make jokes about me at school, but no. Do you know what I mean? And I say, rah, that's so representation is a very important thing where people need to be able to see, like, yo, my man looks at me, he's murking it, so can I. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's I'll say it all the time. It sounds very kumbaya, like, but I promise you, it's mad important. Super important. Like where you need to like have something at least as a reference point. Do you know what I mean? To say, okay, that's possible, because you will not think it's possible if you don't see it. I promise you in a mad way. Yeah.
Or not a lot of people, because obviously there's going to be pioneers and stuff. Yeah, but when you see something ahead of you, you can build on that.
100%.
You know what I mean? You don't feel like you're doing it all on your own
100%.
as well. Who have you been listening to in the past 2 years then? Not as Stormzy, the rapper, just as a music fan. Who would you say
I've been listening to Neo.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Neo.
Oh, the Neo album was sick.
I've been listening to, there's a French girl, Aya Nakamura, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. My pronunciation's right. Aya or Aya Nakamura. She is so cold. Yeah. Bruv, she's singing in French. I bang her album. Like if you get in my car, I've got her album on. And she's singing in French. I couldn't tell you what she's saying, bro. Couldn't even tell you what this song is about. But it is so cold. Like as in the vibe, the melodies, the spirit of it is so cold. Like check her out. She's hard.
What about UK? Let's do
UK wise, I'm always, in terms of rappers, I listen to everyone. Like honestly, like as in every time people drop, I listen to it religiously.
I even see recently you threw up Digga D.
No Diet. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard. And do you know what? I'm gonna say this. You see these drill artists, they are so cold. I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing I'm coming back, I've always, you know, like it's very easy to look like, you know, like the rapper who's kind of like got into a certain height and is kind of looking back like and picking up on the street things, you know, like
that's
drill.
what I said as a music fan, not Stormzy the rapper.
Honestly, you see when I listen to these like your Russes, your Lowskis, your Dig Dats, your Digga D's, bruv, man are coming so like as in bruv, I was in studio with Lowski and I'm saying to him, bro, if this was, bro, you're coming. That's jigger, fam. I'll say this on record as well. I say, bro, that's like Te amo was the message from my Spanish chick. Ooh, bro. I said, bro, man are coming super nice. That nigga D tune, you know, the code ain't that. The flows, bruv, it's cold,
Concepts,
fam. I'm talking in the most basic respect of music and flow versus instrumental. You know, that basic relationship of flow, instrumental, bar, rhythm. Man are coming incredibly nice, bruv. I promise you. What? Bruv, I promise, man. I listen to it all the time and I'll be asked flips. I'll say, bruv, I'll pull it up. I say, bruv. Man, it just, but sometimes I feel like it might not get the credit because of people always want to play this kind of substance game of like, oh, what are they actually say? Or they sound the same. And then I say, bruv, forget all of that. As a spitter to spitter, man are coming extremely nice, bruv. That's all I know. Keisha, Becky, very sexy. What? Bruv, I say, bruv, this is cold, fam. Big man thing. This is cold, fam. When I say the basic form of rap where we're talking lyric versus how your lyric is sitting on a rhythm, it's undeniable, fam. D Block Europe as well. Incredible, bruv. All these, bruv. Bruv, it's so mad because it's mad to have this conversation on air because these are conversations I've been having in the comfort of my home with flips and rhymes and the man them. So, but even D Block Europe, I've been saying like, bruv, the way, bruv, he adds his pen,
it's crazy.
It's ridiculous, bruv.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And I interviewed them. Ad says LB comes up with a lot of the ideas as well.
This is what I mean. That, bro, they're two very talented brothers. Ads and LB are two, and when I say, bruv, again, I say this categorically, bruv. I've been this past 2 years, bruv. I've known this comeback was coming, and I said, bruv, it's easy for man to look like, what's hot on the streets, and then and it's like, no, forget that, bruv. I'm talking in the most basic form of music, fam. Penmanship, lyric, flow. Man are coming in, bruv. He's taking hood tales, going OT, trapping, whipping it, cutting it up, and articulating it perfectly, bro. You know what I mean? With melody, with the coldest melody, fam. Man can't deny it, bruv. I promise you, Black British music is in an undeniable place, bruv. And I've just been here like saying raw, like this is mad, fam. Like since I dropped GSAP, this game's gone crazy, bruv. So yeah, man, it's beautiful, bruv. It's beautiful, and it needs to be. I always say, we're the Avengers. There can't be one man. It can't just be Stormzy. It can't just be Dave. It can't just be Mo Stack. It can't just be Krypton Konak. It can't just be J Huss. It's got to be every single one of us. Like, yo, this is what I do. This is what he does. This is what, like, there needs to be feels. There needs to be comedy. There needs to be acting. There needs to be telly. There needs to be sports. All of this, like, we need to. That's why the L cover, I very much, even down to there's a girl in it called Temi and Wale. Yeah, and this girl's a. Bro, she's a G, like as in she does a lot of campaign work with
activist.
The activist, but even calling her an activist, I think that's just so, she's just a G of life, brothers, and she's actually out here in the Houses of Parliament lobbying politicians and then going back home and then drawing up plans and then going to the estate and actually being with the kids and putting the whole weight of like young black men and our problems and our traumas on her back and fighting for it. And it's like, yo, these are the many sides of Black British culture. Like, you got footballers, you got your Wilfred Zahas, you got your Damson Idrises, the actors, but you've also got your Temis and you got your Yersa Daily Wards, she's an incredible poet. Do you know what I mean? I said, bruv, we need all of this. We need Storms. We need Russ. We need Mo Stack. We need Toby. We need Toby. We need. Do you know what I mean? We need very important. Do you know what I mean? We need Tobys. We need AKs. We need these people, bruv. So yeah, man, very important business. Yeah, man.
One person you mentioned there was Dave. He's come with this album.
Incredible.
He's done a mad thing.
He's done a phenomenal, and even bruv, a phenomenal. Like, we need more phenomenal albums, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need more psychodramas and more common senses and more GSAPs. We need bear of them in every aspect as well. Do you know what I mean? As in, Dave's gonna be incredible for that. I'm gonna be incredible for this. Someone else is gonna be incredible for that. And we all need to be doing it, because one beautiful thing about like Black British music right now is our unity is like nothing you can see in the world. Like, you can go to any other country where rap is a big genre, whether it's France or America, and they ain't got the unity like us. And the reason why we have this unity is because somewhere down the line, we notice that we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need that unity. Whether it's GSAP in the charts up against Rag and Bowman's Human. Human's an incredible record. We need the unity. I need the unity right there for it to do what it does. Psychodrama beating the Foles' album. We need that unit because we need everyone to come together to. Do you know what I mean? Like we just need it because we've been at a disadvantage for bare reasons that if we even began to discuss here, we'll be here for hours. Reasons that people wouldn't even know. Reasons that if I said something now, there'll be listeners at home going, "Oh, word! I didn't even clock that, or I didn't even so unaware to the battles we face behind the scenes, where it's like, yo, little did you know that." No. It will make man say, "Bro, swear down." So there's things that at work here that we need to pull together to fight against, and we're doing it, man. And we're doing 100%. It, and it's beautiful. And even sometimes when you go off on a deep one like that, it gets very moody and. But it's beautiful and it's a story with hope. It's a story of hope, and it's beautiful and it's working.
So Marquis Festival, we're seeing it sold out and that.
Sold out.
Lineup is a bit mad.
Incredible.
I'm gonna lie to you, taking over Ibiza again. Excited for it.
Very excited. It's gonna be. I was gonna say get tickets. It's done. It's done. It's done. Like, and I'm proud of Marquis Festival. Is honestly, like this is. Of course, I'm gonna say this because it's my festival, but highlight of my summer the past. Bruv, ask anyone that's been to Marquis Festival. Ask anyone that's been to Marquis Festival what it's like. It's an incredible day, bruv. Incredible 2 days of like proper just vibe. Like that's the only way I can like. When every time we've landed in Ibiza, we get to Marquis Festival. It's like, bruv, it's such a joyous moment. It's emotional, bruv. Like I step out, bruv. I swear to you, I step out on the balcony. I look at it, and bruv. All the artists, everyone there has come for good vibe and good energy, and to watch our country's greatest artists and greatest performers perform for the whole day and drink in the sun and have a great time and just bruv, it's just about good, as in 100% good vibes. Like I'm not, there's bad energy and good vibes. That's a lot of key words nowadays. Forget all of that, bruv. When Marquis Fest is true. Pure joy, bruv. That's the only way I can describe it. Like it come like a kind of utopia, innit? Like, oh my gosh, like Marquis Fest is beautiful, man.
Okay, definitely, man. Talk to me about this new single, man.
Vossi Bop. Vossi Bop is just, it's style, it's flair, it's. I said I wanted to come back with the same energy in which I came in. Do you know what I mean? Where it's just there was no thought. I was just having fun. I'm still just having fun. It's about anarchy, chaos, style, flair, confidence, humor, like all these things, all the aspects of like of my career at the beginning that I've managed to keep this till this day, and to come back in the game on that same like just straight fun, man. Like how I came in with that same energy, that same vibrancy, and just a feel good song, man. Like a honest banger, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. There's so many ways to describe Vossi Bop, but I think it was just a genuinely honest like moment that I had in the studio about 3 years ago. I made Vossi Bop. Yeah, 2016. And to come back with it, I teased it at the time, and a lot of people were excited for it. So to come back now with it, man, it's just beautiful. And I just want a rhythm that people can. Just like when I hear that rhythm, I think I'm a bit greasy. Cool that we're flexing now, man. It's feel good, man. Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Taken from the forthcoming album.
Taken from the forthcoming album. Oh, the album though, man. Yeah, that's all. I'll be back. We'll be back.
Okay. Do we have a time frame?
Listen. All I can say is this is the beginning of an incredible, exciting new chapter of music. Like as in I'm not gonna do anything to like kind of over gas or oversell it, but like this second time round, like I'm coming with conviction. I think that's the word, conviction of like, yo, I was this artist who gave you a body of work the first time round, and that's all great. Yep, pat on the back for doing it once, but the second time round, I'm gonna show you exactly why I've managed to, do you know what I mean, sustain. So yeah,
that is wicked,
conviction, man. And incredible music.
And of course, Glastonbury as well.
How do you prepare
for that? Do you hit the gym in that?
Yeah, I got to train. But I think it's just about making sure you're entirely ready, which is mentally, spiritually, physically, musically. That's a lot of ways to be ready, do you know what I mean? And if you're off in any of those ways, you're off altogether, do you know what I mean? So it's about being prepared in all those different mentalities for the biggest stage of your life, but also knowing that that's another show in the park in June.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? It's understanding that, wow, this is the greatest opportunity of my life to show the world and the biggest stage and one of the most nerve-wracking moments. But also, I'm Stormzy and this is another show in the park that I will go and give my all to and show the world exactly where I need to be there.
I saw you at V and Wireless, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one.
Oh, this is gonna blow them right out the water. Okay. This is we're going for like. We're going for extremely special, life-defining, career-defining. Yeah,
sounded very good to me, man. All right, thank you very much for coming in, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Vossi Bop out now.